Good evening, everyone. It's a great pleasure to welcome you all to WBAF UAE Investor Week 2025. We are excited to have entrepreneurs, investors, global leaders, and change makers from around the world with us today. This year, our global theme is Entrepreneurship Without Borders, Advancing Partnership for a Sustainable Future. This means we believe that in today's world, entrepreneurship should go beyond limits, thanks to technology and global networks. Startups can now grow faster and reach international markets more easily than ever before. But success does not happen alone. We need strong partnerships between countries, between people, and between sectors. This week, we will talk about how we can work together across borders to support innovation, build inclusive business ecosystems, and create real impact. We will also explore important topics like how investors and government can support global startups, how to make entrepreneurship more inclusive and diverse, how fintech and new funding models can help business grow, and how digital tools can open doors to global markets. This week is about sharing knowledge, building connection, and finding new ways to grow together. Let us make the most of it and help to create a future where entrepreneurship is open to everyone, everywhere. Thank you for joining with us. Welcome to WBF UAE Investors Week 2025. Let us get started. The first session is the opening remarks of the Global Chair and Executive Chairman of WBF, Mr. Baibas Altundas.
Dear Presidents, Prime Ministers, country chairs and co-chairs, and dear participants. In an increasingly interconnected world, entrepreneurship has transcended national boundaries to become a global force for innovation, job creation, and sustainable development. The theme of this year's World Business Angel Investors Week, Entrepreneurship Without Borders, Advancing Partnerships for a Sustainable Future, reflects our belief that cross-border collaboration, shared knowledge, and global partnerships are essential to unlocking the full potential of the startup economy. World Business Angel Investors Week 2025, globally coordinated by the World Business Angels Investment Forum, WBAF, an affiliated partner of the G20 Global Partnership for Financial Inclusion, offers a unique platform to connect entrepreneurs, investors, policymakers, and thought leaders across borders and industries. It is a week dedicated to exploring how smart finance and inclusive partnerships can power sustainable growth in both developed and developing economies. The remarkable success of the World Business Angel Investors Week 2024 has inspired us all. Celebrated in 138 countries across 5 continents and 2 regions, the week united over 200,000 participants globally. With around 300 keynote speakers, 740 distinguished panelists, and the addresses of 4 presidents, 2 prime ministers, and 32 ministers, it became one of the most influential gatherings of the global startup ecosystem. I extend my gratitude to every stakeholder who contributed to these outstanding achievements. Entrepreneurship is no longer confined by geography. In today's digital age, a startup in one corner of the globe can scale internationally with the right support, funding, and guidance. However, to achieve this, we must eliminate the barriers that hinder cross-border entrepreneurship. That means ensuring equitable access to finance, fostering regulatory cooperation, and promoting inclusive policies that support entrepreneurs regardless of their location, gender, and background. World Business Angel Investors Week 2025 aims to advance global partnerships that can catalyze innovation and sustainable growth. Through roundtables, workshops, and networking forums, stakeholders will explore how early-stage equity markets can drive green innovation, social impact, and economic empowerment. The WBAF believes that sustainable economic development requires not just capital, but smart capital, investment that brings with it mentorship, networks, and strategic partnerships. By fostering entrepreneurship without borders, we are taking a stand for a world where every entrepreneur, regardless of nationality, has the opportunity to thrive and contribute to a better future. Throughout this special week, we invite angel investors, venture capitalists, policymakers, educators, and entrepreneurs to reflect on the role they can play in building a sustainable, inclusive, and globally integrated startup ecosystem. Let's harness our collective wisdom and resources to empower entrepreneurs as agents of positive change in the global economy. As we move forward, I'm confident that collaboration across borders, sectors, and cultures will unlock new opportunities for entrepreneurs and investors alike. Together, we can shape a sustainable future powered by innovation, driven by partnerships, and anchored in entrepreneurship without borders. I extend my sincere thanks to the organizing committee, our country chairs and co-chairs, global partners, and all speakers and participants for their invaluable contributions. Your efforts not only enrich this week, but help forge a brighter future for generations to come. Let's hug this journey together, united in purpose, global in outlook, and bold in vision. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Baibas, for your remarkable speech. The next session is the keynote speech of Ms. Lucy Chow. Ms. Lucy Chow is a senior senator of WBAF and the Secretary General of the Global Women's Leaders Committee.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as Secretary General Global Women Leaders Committee and WBAF Senior Senator to the UAE, it is a privilege to be part of such an inspiring and globally minded event, WBAF Global Investor Week 2025. We are living in a time of incredible opportunity and enormous challenge, from climate change to geopolitical shifts, from economic inequality to tech disruption. The world needs bold solutions. And one of the most powerful tools we have to tackle these challenges is entrepreneurship. But here's the truth. No one country or region has a monopoly on innovation. To build the future we all want to live in, we need to embrace a borderless view of entrepreneurship. And that's exactly why organizations like the World Business Angels Investment Forum play such a vital role. WBAF is an international platform that brings together investors, policymakers, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders from all over the world. We are fundamentally cross-border in our DNA, and we champion smart entrepreneurship, we catalyze cross-border investment, and we believe that access to capital and mentorship should never be limited by geography. Let's now shine a spotlight on the United Arab Emirates, a small country by geography, but one that's thinking big when it comes to innovation. The UAE has built one of the most future-forward business environments in the world. It's not just about zero income tax or the ease of doing business. It's the mindset. Here, entrepreneurs from every continent are welcomed and empowered. One of the boldest moves has been the decision to allow 100% foreign ownership in most sectors. That's a signal to the world. Come build here. Your ideas and your equity are safe. But it goes even deeper. The UAE has created a policy and investment environment that actively fuels entrepreneurship. Just look at our sovereign wealth funds, Mubadala and Abu Dhabi Investment Authority, which, by the way, ranks fourth globally by asset, aren't just investing in traditional assets. They're placing bold bets on AI, biotech, clean energy, and yes, even the gaming industry. Mubadala's recent investment in OpenAI is just one example of how seriously we're taking innovation. We're also seeing the UAE step up as a convener of global partnerships. During the recent US president's visit, new AI collaboration agreements were signed. And just earlier this year, high-level delegations traveled to China to cement strategic economic cooperation. Just this past week, Economy Minister Abdullah bin Tuq Al-Mari led a UAE delegation of over 50 representatives from government institutions, businesses, and startups to tech conference and exhibition Viva Technology in Paris. The event brought together over 3,000 investors and over 13,000 startups. The UAE is heavily involved in France's tech sector, as an example. And what about here in the UAE? According to CB Insights data, the UAE is home to 5 of the Arab world's 7 unicorn startups. And these span marketplaces such as Dubizzle, to cloud kitchens such as Katopi, to aviation firms such as Vista Global. The UAE takes action. We are all about building a global innovation economy that connects East, West, North, and South. And I believe this is the model we need to replicate globally. A world where entrepreneurship isn't constrained by borders, where capital, talent, and ideas move freely, where regulators and policymakers act as enablers, not gatekeepers. So I leave you with this. Let's stop thinking about entrepreneurship as a national project. It's a human project. And the more we collaborate across borders, the faster we solve our biggest challenges and unlock our biggest opportunities. Thank you to WBAF Executive Chairman Beybar Tuntas and Investor Week 2025 UAE Country Chair Dr. Harris Coover for the opportunity to share my thoughts. Have a wonderful week.
Thank you, Miss Lucy, for your incredible and remarkable speech. The next session is the keynote speech of Miss Antonia Martina Dorisch. Miss Antonia is a Swiss politician and a senior senator of WBAF. She is also the global president of the International Federation for Economic Development. Ms. Antonia is a distinguished leader at the intersection of economic policy, sustainable finance, and digital innovation.
Your Excellencies, esteemed senators of the World Business Angel Investment Forum, honorable ministers and politicians, respected governors, commissioners, visionaries, change makers, ladies and gentlemen. It is both a privilege and a profound honor to be with you here today. I extend my sincere gratitude to the World Business Angel Investment Forum for the gracious invitation to speak at this year's Investors Week 2025. I speak to you not only as a president of the International Federation for Economic Development, but as a believer in the most powerful tool we have to reshape to our economies, to redefine our policies, and reignite the spirit of innovation across nations. Entrepreneurship. At IFED, we work with governments to embed entrepreneurship into the very fabric of economic policy. Not as an afterthought, but more as a national priority. Because we know that many of you live every day. Entrepreneurs, they are not just building companies, but you guys, you are building nations. And there is perhaps no greater testament to this truth than the transformation which we are witnessing in the United Arab Emirates, a nation which is built on vision and not chances. The UAE rise, I believe, is not accidental. It is a case study in vision-led economic transformation. In just one generation, the UAE evolved from a commodity-reliant economy into one of the most dynamic entrepreneurial ecosystems on Earth. In 2024 alone, non-oil trade surged past AED 1.3 trillion. Non-oil GDP rose by 4.8%. The infrastructure investment soared by more than 50%, and private capital followed suit, from venture capital to tourism to renewable energy. This, ladies and gentlemen, is not just economic growth. This is economic architecture. Where other countries talk about the future, the UAE is building it. Its strategic frameworks, Operation 300 billion, D33, AI Strategy 2031, those are not buzzwords. Those are a national blueprint. Operation 300 billion will double the UAE's industrial output. D33 aims to create 30 unicorns in the next decade. AI Strategy 2031 projects a 91 billion GDP contribution, and the green agenda is set to triple renewable capacity while slashing emissions. I believe those are not only slogans, but they are signals to investors, founders, and global market alike that the UAE is serious about innovation. 275,000 startups say one thing. They say, founders, you are welcome here. Because in just 18 months, over 275,000 new businesses were launched. That's not just momentum, it is a movement. And this movement is definitely not accidental, it is designed. Free zones, for example, AI hubs, zero tax environments, golden visas. The Khalida Fund, which grew from 300 million to over 82 billion, providing both capital and mentorship. These are not only perks, but they are policies grounded in a very simple economic truth. In the 21st century, talent is the new oil. When nations compete for founders, they are competing for future GDP, for innovation, and for resilience. And the UAE has made itself a magnet for possibility. SMEs, for example, the beating heart of progress. Today, over 63% of the UAE's non-oil GDP comes from small and medium enterprises. The government plans to support 1 million SMEs by 2030. I believe this isn't just industrial policy. It's nation building through entrepreneurship. And here's what makes it work and makes it beautiful. The UAE is not burdening its founders with red tape. It's lifting them up with infrastructure, capital, and clarity. What we're seeing is an evolution of how governments can function, not as gatekeepers, but suddenly as enablers. Whether you're a coder from Nairobi, an AI engineer from Zurich, or an investor from Jakarta, the UAE is becoming your ecosystem. It is no longer just a Middle Eastern hub. It is a global gateway between East and West, between tradition and technology, between vision and execution. At iFit, we take this model globally. We work hand in hand with governments to modernize startup regulation, to deploy AI-based startup monitoring dashboards and ecosystems, to align policy with investor incentives, and measure progress with real-time data. We at iFit help leaders ask and answer the right questions. How can we become the next UAE in our own way? Coming from Switzerland, I've seen what's possible when visionary economies collaborate. Our bilateral trade with the UAE has exceeded 22 billion, and more than 400 Swiss companies are now active in the Emirates. Swiss fintech and Emirati finance are co-creating next-generation Islamic finance tools. Swiss family offices are backing startups solving real-world problems, from climate tech to digital health. I believe this is more than just trade. This is diplomacy through innovation, a powerful reminder that entrepreneurial ecosystems are the new foreign policy instrument of smart nations. The theme of this year's Investors Week, a beautiful one, entrepreneurship without borders. It could be not more timely than this year. We now live in a world where ideas are borderless, but opportunities are still unequal. Our mission, your and mine, and anyone who's here this year at the WBAF Investors Week, is to change that. Founders need platforms, not paperwork. They need investment, not permission or mentoring. They need governments that understand economic return on empowering entrepreneurs, not just regulate them. And the UE shows us this truth. The best investment a country can make is the boldest ideas of its citizens. And what does this mean for you, the entrepreneur? It means that your idea, it has a home. Your ambition has a launch pad. And of course, your success is no longer defined by your passport, but by your passion and your persistence. So, from my side, a final call. I say this to all the dreamers and all the doers in the room. Let us stop asking for permission to build the future. Let us give that permission to ourselves. Let us build the bridges, not the borders. And let us rise beyond the boundaries, not be confined by them. Because the next global unicorn might sit today with us in this room. The next billion-dollar solution might be sketched somewhere on your notepad. The next movement that uplifts an entire country and entire communities. It all starts with you and your belief in yourself. So, entrepreneurship, it's not just a job, it's a cause, it's a calling, a responsibility, and a revolution. So, let us answer that call together this year here at the World Business Angel Investment Forum 2025, and let us celebrate the bold people who try, achieve their dreams, the nations who enable all the entrepreneurs, and to all the cross-border collaboration which we can aim and strive for to support each other on that journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Antonia, for your wonderful speech. The next session is the keynote speech of Miss Lawai Abu Khazam. Mr. Lawai Abu Khazam is a CEO and founder of Prosper Real Estate LLC in Dubai. Mr. Lawai is a real estate entrepreneur and a visionary business leader in Dubai. He continues to lead the Prosper Real Estate LLC, with a vision and excellence in the competitive Dubai real estate market.
Good day, everyone. My name is Luay Abu Ghazam, and I am the CEO and founder of Prosper International Real Estate. At Prosper, we are more than just a brokerage. We are a real estate consultancy and growth partner based in Dubai and operating internationally. Our mission is to support clients, home seekers, investors, and developers, helping each one navigate the real estate landscapes strategically, unlock new opportunities, and find their ideal position in the market. We work across residential and commercial sectors, and our focus is clear: creating long-term value through insight, trust, and execution. Dubai's story doesn't begin with wealth, it begins with belief. In 1971, Dubai had a gross domestic product of about 550 million US dollars. It was just a modest Gulf trading hub. But leadership made a bold choice to reinvest oil revenues into aviation, logistics, tourism, and infrastructure. Fast forward to 2024, the economy is estimated at over 126.5 billion US dollars, with a population of over 3.65 million and more than 90% foreigners. In my opinion, Dubai didn't grow by accident, it grew by refusing to be defined by its geography. Dubai is a living experiment in strategic growth, and it's winning. In 2024, Dubai recorded over 207 billion US dollars in real estate transactions. In Q1 2025 alone, that number reached 38 billion US dollars, more than 30% growth compared to the previous year. Dubai is also ranked number one globally for greenfield foreign direct investments for 4 consecutive years. It offers zero personal income tax, over 30 free zones, and a growing reputation as a global headquarters hub. A major innovation now shaping the future is real estate tokenization. Dubai is becoming a leader in adopting blockchain-based property ownership, where real estate assets can be digitized, fractionalized, and traded like stocks. This opens the market to more investors, boosts liquidity, and improves transparency and transaction efficiency. In my opinion, while most cities manage their legacy, Dubai is still writing its own, with speed, clarity, and bold executions. And by embracing tokenization, it's providing that accessibility and innovation can go hand in hand. Dubai does not wait for the future, it designs it. By 2040, green space will increase by 400%. The population will grow up to 5.8 million. 5 new urban centers will be created to support integrated and livable communities. By 2033, Dubai's economic plan aims to double the economy to 8.7 trillion US dollars, attract 30 unicorn companies, build 400 micro cities. This is not just expansion, it is a complete reimagination of urban life. Dubai past, present, and future are not isolated events. They are chapters in a single vision: the renovation of Dubai. This innovation is not just physical, it is economic, social, and ideological. It is about reshaping opportunity, redefining ambition, and showing the world what reinvention looks like at scale. And this is where Prosper comes in. We are not spectators, we are partners in progress. We are operating across residential and commercial real estate. We offer business development and strategic consulting. We drive sales systems that match Dubai's velocity and vision. Dubai is opening doors, Prosper helps you walk through them with purpose, access, and clarity. Finally, I would like to thank you for the opportunity, and I hope today's insights contribute to a shared vision of sustainable and ambitious growth for Dubai and beyond.
Thank you, Mr. Lawai Abu Kuzam, for your remarkable speech. The next session is the closing remarks of the country chair, Dr. Harris. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As we come close to this remarkable gathering, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you who made this week a resounding success. First and foremost, my deepest gratitude to the WBF Global Chair, Mr. Baibas Altundas, whose vision and unwavering commitment to building borderless entrepreneurship world continues to inspire us all. Thank you, Mr. Baibas, for your leadership and for bringing together this extraordinary global community. A special note of appreciation to our keynote speakers, Ms. Lucy Chow, Ms. Antonia Martina Durish, and Mr. Lawai Abu Kuzam for your powerful insights and for challenging us to think bigger, act bolder, and build with purpose. Your words have sparkled this meaningful conversation that will continue far beyond this week. Thank you once again for being part of this journey. We look forward to welcoming you again at WBF Future Events. Together, let us keep building a future where entrepreneurship knows no boundaries. Thank you once again. Good night.